Gurpatwant Singh Pannun's chilling warning: Air India threat ahead of 1984 anniversary, should you be worried? On the eve of the 40th anniversary of the 1984 anti-Sikh riots, a troubling message from Gurpatwant Singh Pannun, a leader of the banned group Sikhs for Justice, has captured headlines. In a public video, Pannun warned of a possible attack on Air India flights between November 1st and 19th, urging passengers to avoid flying with the national carrier during this period. But who is Pannun and how seriously should his threats be taken? Who is Gurpatwant Singh Pannun? Pannun, who holds dual citizenship in Canada and the US, has long been a controversial figure. He is no stranger to making threats, especially around the time of the 1984 riots, which he refers to as the Sikh genocide. Despite being labelled a terrorist by India in 2020, Pannun continues to operate freely, using his base in North America to issue provocative statements aimed at destabilizing India. But his latest threat, a potential attack on Air India, is particularly alarming given the historical context. It stirs painful memories of the 1985 Air India bombing, one of the deadliest terrorist attacks in aviation history. The attack, orchestrated by Khalistani extremists, claimed the lives of over 300 people. The echoes of that tragedy make Pannun's latest warning hit home. What's behind the threat? Pannun's warning isn't an isolated incident. In the past week alone, Indian airlines, including Air India, have faced over 100 bomb threats. While all of these turn out to be hoaxes, the sheer number of threats is unsettling. It feels like a ticking clock as we approach the anniversary of the 1984 riots, a period that historically stirs emotions and sometimes violence. Pannun's call for a global blockade of Air India, urging the Sikh community to boycott the airline, adds fuel to the fire. His words, dripping with hatred and rebellion, are chilling. He claimed from November 1st there will be a global blockade. Air India won't be permitted to operate. While past threats have fizzled out without consequence, the anxiety they create lingers. What does the Indian government say? India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar addressed the issue on Monday, taking a calm but firm stance. "I'm not aware of any specific threat today, but we have seen threats in the past to our airlines, to our parliament, to our diplomats and high commissions, and our leaders, and all that is a source of concern." Jaishankar didn't stop there. He pointedly criticized Canada, where Pannun operates under the gaze of freedom of speech. Jaishankar's frustration is palpable. He openly questions the Canadian government's handling of such threats, asking, "If you receive these threats, would you take them lightly?" His comments reflect the ongoing tension between India and Canada, a relationship strained by accusations and counter-accusations. What's fueling the diplomatic fire between India and Canada? The diplomatic strain between India and Canada has reached new heights. Pannun's threats, combined with the Canadian government's alleged leniency towards pro-Khalistan extremists, are a significant part of this growing rift. Canada has accused India of being involved in the murder of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, a Canadian citizen, in Vancouver earlier this year. India, on the other hand, accuses Canada of providing a safe haven for individuals it deems terrorists, including Pannun. This standoff has raised eyebrows around the world. Just last week, the US charged an ex-Indian intelligence officer with attempting to plot Pannun's assassination. India strongly denies these accusations, calling them baseless, but the damage is done. Both countries now find themselves entangled in a diplomatic tug-of-war, with Pannun at the center of it. Is history repeating itself? For many, Pannun's threat evokes haunting memories of the 1985 Air India bombing, which killed over 300 people. Talvinder Singh Parmar, the mastermind behind the bombing, is said to have been protected by the Canadian government at the time. Now, with Pannun's latest threat, history seems to be coming full circle. Pannun's actions also mirror his past. Just last year, he threatened that Delhi's Indira Gandhi International Airport would be closed and renamed. Of course, none of that happened, but Pannun knows how to capitalize on fear. Each threat, no matter how outlandish, is a grim reminder of the Air India tragedy. Is air travel safe right now? As of now, there is no concrete evidence to suggest an actual plot against Air India flight. But the Indian government isn't taking any chances. Security has been beefed up at airports and passengers are being reassured that every precaution is being taken. The real question is, can travelers afford to ignore the threats? While previous warnings have turned out to be false alarms, Pannun's repeated provocations are unsettling. With the anniversary of 1984 riots just around the corner, authorities are on high alert. What's next? As tensions between India and Canada continues to simmer, and with Pannun's ominous warning hanging in the air, the coming weeks will be critical. The Indian government, determined to protect its citizens, has ramped up security. Meanwhile, Pannun, in the comfort of his North American residence, continues to spew vitriol. For now, the skies remain open, but the shadow of the past looms large, and everyone is waiting to see what happens next. Thanks for watching TSW News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay up to date with the latest news and developments.
For more updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel TSW News that reveal the truth, and visit our website www.topstoriesworld.com.